Hello and welcome back. My name is Chris Njoku. In continuation of our earlier attempt at using some Excel function, we are moving forward, and in this video we are going to be looking at Countif and Countifs. Now, let's assume these are two stores owned by a company, store 1 and store 2, and these are sales of a particular item, let's say cement, for example. Let's say store 1 sold 100 bags of cement in a particular day, and then store 2 sold 121 in that same day. This is just how it is. We're just using that as scenario. Let's say bags of cement sold, bags of cement sold by store 1 and store 2. We're creating these scenarios for us to have good understanding of what we are doing. So let's assume you're trying to count the number of cement that are greater than a particular number or less than a particular number. So how do you go about it? Let's use store 1 for example. Assuming you are the store manager, and then these are details of your sales entered, and then the director of operation in your area asks you to count the times, the days that more than 100 bags of cement were sold. How do you go about it? Or let's say he asks you that from your data series, let's count the days here first. Day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, day 6, day 7, day 8, day 9, day 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. These are 16 days sales report. So assuming your director wants to know how many times out of the 16 times sales were made was 150 bags of cement and above recorded. How do you go about it? So let's just go with this now. We want to count the number of times that more than 150 bags were sold in store 1. So we say equals count if. We're going to tell Excel to count if more than or equals 150 bags were sold. So how do you go about it? The first criteria here now is your range. You have to select your Excel range. This is the range of data from the first to the last. We're seeing it 16 in number. So that is it. And the next is your comma sign. After that, your criteria. What is your criteria here now? The criteria is you're telling Excel to count the number of cement, number of days cement above 150 bags were sold. So you start by saying parentheses, and then you say greater than or equals to 150, and then you close it. So let's look at the code we have written here. The first you say count if. We're saying count if within the data range of E3 to E13. And then the criteria for your counting is that the numbers on the cell should either be 150 or greater than 150. And so we'll press our enter key now. The cell is returning 12 for us. The cell is telling us that out of the 16 days, that 12 days recorded cement sales of more than 150 bags. Now let's count manually to see how correct we are. Let's start from the bottom. The first is 191 is greater than. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It means a cell is very correct. 12 days. Let's do the same thing for store 2. So we quickly bring our cursor here. We change to this black cross. Let's understand the difference. This is the first one, the first cross. This is the cross we're looking for to drag. Yes, this is it now. This dark cross. Then we drag that. You can see it has done the same thing for store 2. But in the case of store 2, what we saw here is 10. So we can quickly count as well. 1. Oh, sorry. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So the cell is very, very correct. So that's how to use the count if function. In the next video, I'm going to be talking about the count ifs function. The count ifs function, in order for us to have good understanding of both